day Benzema totally lit up the field by bagging a hat trick in a crucial match, clinching his golden ball, was just epic. This went down on April 6, 2022, during a face-off between Chelsea and Real Madrid in London for the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final. The hype for this game was massive, especially since Chelsea, the reigning champs, had knocked Real Madrid out last season. Aiming for a sweet comeback, Real, led by Ancelotti, rolled out with a squad of stars like Carvajal, Modric, Vinicius Jr., and Karim Benzema, who was having a killer season, and was dead set on snagging his first golden ball. Meanwhile, Chelsea, under Tuchel's leadership, was no slouch either, boasting aces like Thiago Silva, Mount, Havertz, and Lukaku. It was a clash of titan, and a prime chance for Benzema to shine. As the ref blew the whistle to start the game, it kicked off with high intensity. Right at the 3-minute mark, Real Madrid launched a blistering attack. Benzema fired a pass to Vinicius Jr. on the left flank. Surrounded by two defenders, the skilled Brazilian pulled off some magic. With a slick dribble, he lofted the ball over an opponent's head and then smartly pulled back. Shortly after, Chelsea regained possession and hit back with a quick counter, Havertz leading the charge. Showing off his chops, he dodged the defender and carved out space for a fierce shot at goal. However, the shot wasn't on point and the ball flew way off target. At the 9th minute, Real Madrid took back control and quickly hit on the break. Benzema, with a display of his technique, shook off his markers with a cheeky backheel pass to Valverde. Near the box, Valverde found Vinicius Jr., who made room and unleashed a powerful strike towards the goal. The ball just missed, hitting the crossbar and going out. Vinicius Jr.'s frustration at missing such a clear shot was totally palpable. Soon after, Real with Militão lost the ball in defense and, to prevent a dangerous opportunity for the opponent, committed a tactical foul on Havertz. For this infraction, Militão was swiftly handed a yellow card. Given the closeness of the foul, it posed an immediate threat to Real Madrid. When the ref gave the go-ahead, James took a powerful and precise shot at goal. But Courtois was on his toes and made a fine save, parrying the ball away and bravely denying the... Now, it was Benzema's time to shine. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. Around the 20-minute mark, Real Madrid pulled off a masterclass in set play, with Benzema kicking things off by passing the ball to Vinicius Jr., who blasted down the left flank with insane speed while Benzema cleverly made his way through the center. As he dangerously neared the box, Vinicius Jr. whipped in a pinpoint cross to the area, where Benzema, unmarked and strategically placed, headed the ball with devastating accuracy toward the goal. Benzema's header was so powerful and well-directed that it completely outdid the opposing keeper's reflexes, making the net violently ripple. This first goal by Benzema, stemming from a well-rehearsed play executed to perfection, was wildly celebrated by the Real Madrid players. With this brilliant play, they secured a crucial lead in the game, dominating the scene at their opponent's home in a high-stakes match. But Benzema wasn't satisfied yet. He wanted to widen the lead. Soon after, at the 23-minute mark, Real Madrid launched another devastating attack. Luka Modric, with his unmatched game vision, received the ball and delivered a perfect cross into the opponent's area. Karim Benzema, with his impeccable sense of positioning, rose above the defenders and headed the ball with extraordinary precision toward the goal. Once again, Benzema's thunderous header caught the opposing keeper completely off guard, unable to react in time, resulting in another spectacular goal from the French star. This second goal by Benzema, scored less than 3 minutes after the first, triggered a burst of euphoria among Real Madrid fans in the stadium. They watched, ecstatic, as their team built a memorable revenge for last season's defeat, establishing a 2-goal lead against the current champions. Immediately after the goal, Chelsea went on the offensive, with Havertz boldly advancing into the opposition's area. In a controversial moment, he fell to the ground. Chelsea players and fans were screaming for a penalty. However, the referee, who was close to the incident, decided against the call and ruled that the game should continue, generating frustration among the fans and players. At the 32-minute mark, Real Madrid rattled Chelsea's defense when Valverde sent a pass to Carvajal, who was dangerously positioned inside the box and immediately fired a shot at goal. However, the shot was weak and the opposing keeper managed to parry the ball, with the rebel being desperately cleared by Chelsea's defender. Things were looking tough for Chelsea until, at the 39th minute, the tide began to dramatically turn. The play unfolded with James skillfully dodging the defense on the right and passing to Jorginho, who used his exceptional game vision to launch a perfect cross into the area. Kai Havertz, keenly following the play's development, outpaced the defenders, racing to meet the ball and heading it with incredible force and accuracy toward the goal. Real Madrid's keeper, Courtois, stretched to the max and managed to touch the ball, but Havertz's header was so devastating that it overpowered his effort and bulged the net. At that moment, the stadium, filled with passionate Chelsea fans, erupted in emotion, seeing their team cut the opponent's lead and igniting hopes of a draw or even a spectacular comeback. Benzema was furious with the opponent's goal and was determined to extend Real Madrid's lead. Immediately after, at the 41st minute, Real Madrid responded with Benzema initiating a spectacular counterattack with a backheel to Modric, who quickly launched a masterful pass for Vinicius Jr. to advance. As he neared the box, the talented Brazilian executed a precise pass to Benzema, who was accelerating on the opposite side. Keeping up with the play, a defender desperately tried to intercept the pass with a slide tackle, but Benzema was quick, controlled the ball, and fired a shot straight at goal. Unfortunately, the French star didn't hit the shot as he would have liked, and the ball whisked past the post, going out for a goal kick. Benzema's frustration was evident as he knew how close he was to widening the lead. Shortly after, the referee blew the whistle to start the second half, which began with even more intensity. Benzema kicked off the second half, determined to extend the lead. Right after the game resumed, at the 45-minute mark, a catastrophic error by Chelsea's keeper, who was off his line, changed the course of the match. He attempted a very weak pass to a teammate, allowing Benzema, who was astutely positioned, to intercept the ball and initiate a devastating counterattack with the goal completely unprotected. Seeing the goal unguarded ahead of him, Benzema didn't hesitate and fired a low and precise shot, directing the ball straight into the back of the net, scoring his impressive third goal of the match. The reaction from Chelsea's keeper, Mendy, pure frustration and desolation, deeply lamenting his critical mistake in such a high-stakes game. Meanwhile, the Real Madrid players rushed to embrace Benzema, who celebrated his hat-trick with great enthusiasm. This stellar performance by the French ace not only served as sublime revenge against Chelsea, but also solidified his position as a strong contender for the Golden Ball, standing out in a season that continued to be spectacular. At the 49th minute, Chelsea tried to respond with Havertz receiving the ball on the attack, turning his body to shake off the opposing defense and firing a shot at goal, but it was promptly blocked by Real's defender. However, the rebound fell perfectly to Chelsea's Azpilicueta, who controlled the ball and launched an extremely powerful and precise right-footed shot from outside the area toward the goal. But in a display of pure technique and reflex, Real Madrid's keeper Courtois stretched fully to make a spectacular save, keeping the score unchanged. Around the 68th minute, Chelsea had an unmissable opportunity to reduce the opponent's lead. From the left, Azpilicueta delivered a venomous cross into the area. Lukaku, who had just come on, positioned himself impeccably, completely unmarked. He headed the ball with devastating force toward the goal, but unfortunately, the aim was slightly off, and the ball passed very close to the post, going out of bounds. The disappointment was clear on Lukaku's face, reflecting the bitterness of having missed a golden chance. At the 78th minute, Chelsea attacked again, this time with Havertz receiving the ball in the attack, turning his body to shake off the marking and creating space to fire a shot toward the goal. However, the Real Madrid keeper was well positioned and made an easy save. As time wore on, Chelsea kept up the pressure, as seen at the 83rd minute when James unleashed a powerful shot from outside the area. However, once again, Real's keeper Courtois made a solid save, keeping the score unchanged. As the game neared its end, the Real Madrid players started to delay the game to run down the clock. At the 84th minute, Valverde fell to the ground claiming cramps and asking for medical attention in a clear attempt to cool down the opponent's momentum. Shortly after, at the 85th minute, Benzema's show came to an end. The captain and star of the match was substituted, leaving the field to a thunderous round of applause from the fans, a fitting tribute to his phenomenal performance. In the final minutes of the game, during stoppage time, Chelsea had their last great opportunity to reduce the lead when Thiago Silva sent a cross into the area. After the ball touched several players, it ended up at Ziyech's feet, who fired a first-time shot towards the goal. However, the ball just missed, passing very close to the crossbar and going out of bounds, leaving Ziyech visibly frustrated for missing that crucial opportunity. Shortly after, to the relief of Real Madrid, the referee blew the final whistle. Karim Benzema was the undisputed hero of the game, scoring 3 crucial goals that secured a formidable advantage for Real Madrid on enemy turf. In the return leg, although Chelsea won, the result wasn't enough to overturn the advantage established by Real Madrid, with the aggregate score ending at 5-4 in favor of the Spaniard. Propelled by Benzema's stellar performance, Real Madrid advanced to the grand final of the competition, where they faced and defeated Liverpool 1-0, thus clinching their 14th Champions League title. During that season, Benzema had a spectacular run, emerging as the top scorer of the Champions League with 15 goals and reaching an impressive total of 44 goals across all competitions. Due to this extraordinary and dominant journey, the talented French striker was rightfully awarded his first Golden Ball, cementing his status as one of the greatest footballers of his generation. If you were impressed by Benzema's performance, wait until you see the legendary showing by Cristiano Ronaldo. Representing Real Madrid, he simply annihilated Juventus in the Champions League final, a display that catapulted him to his 5th golden ball. Want to relive that epic moment? Click on the video popping up on your screen now and watch this historic match.